Hello guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a treble single. So, how many bands you need for this project are you need 13 of each of your rows on the triple single, and then you need 10 for the triangles, and then I'm using 9 for the chain length, but if you want to use more, if you have a bigger wrist, then you can, or if your friend or family or cousin or something has a bigger wrist, then you might want to have more chain links. So the equipment that I'm using are 58 rubber bands, and it might be a different amount if you're using more chain links or less. And I'm using a green rainbow loom hook that has a base remover. You don't need a base remover for this tutorial, and then I'm using the classic rainbow loom. So let's get started for making this triple single. Okay, first, so this tutorial, if you want to have your loom like this, the arrow pointing down or up if you're holding your loom like this, but down, I like holding it like this, so I'm going to hold it like this. So the first color that I'm going to start with is this light pink, and we're going to start going across here, so it's like this. And then the next color, we're going to go down in the middle, and then the next color, we're going to go across out to the side. Now we're going to start moving down to the bottom of the loom, so we're gonna go to this peg here. We're just gonna ignore these two. So now I'm gonna do like a little cross thing. So I'm going to start by doing this far peg here. I'll move it so then it's like this, so then you can see it better. And we're just gonna move it down, and if you need to pause the video, you can, and I'll see you when I've done all of these all the way down. Okay, so now I have been making my way down the loom. So we're gonna add this last band here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this pink band and we're going to go in. So this peg, you're gonna put the pink band or whatever band you're using, and then you're going to move it to the second peg in the middle right here. Same with the white. You're going to do that. And then same with the last color. I'm using the pink dotted band. And then you have this sort of like, I don't know, orientation. Now you're going to grab the color that you're going to be using for your bands. I'm going to be using the black band for my triangles, and you're going to skip these 3 top pins, and you're going to go down to these ones. You're going to go on the 3 pins so that it makes a triangle. We're not going to be going like this, like how you would be doing on a charm. So you should have 10 of these triangles by when you're finished. Okay, so I have 1 more triangle band. And you might say that you don't have enough for these 4 pegs. You don't need 1 for down here. You'll see why. So now you're going to push this down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my leftover white band and I'm going to loop it around. So I'm going to have it, stretch it, loop it around like this on my fingers. So now it's like double looped. And the peg that you have 3 bands on that you ended off last time, you're going to have the double looped band on your 2 thumbs. That's how I like to do it. And then you just put it on the peg. So then it's a cat band. So there's a little cat band on the peg. So now we can start the hooking process. And so what you start for the first hook is you're going to go into this cat part. So you're going to go into the cat band part, So you're going to grab the top pink or the top band. Then I like to hold the cap band down, and then you bring it over to this peg here. So it's looped like that. And then you're going to do it for the other two bands that are on that peg. Okay, so now that you looped all of them from your cap band, it should look like this. And how I usually start is I usually start on this one, and then the middle, and then this one. But I'm going to start on this one today. And so the configuration at the top here, so you see that we have 3 bands. So the bottom one that is leading to this, like this row, you're going to loop first onto this peg. And then the middle one you're going to loop on, and then the last one you're going to loop on. Okay, so let's start here. I'm going to start down here and loop this one. And you're going to go inside the triangles. So what I like to do on this side is I like to grab the triangle band from inside, and then I go in, and then I grab the band, that's underneath, and pull the triangle back, band under, and then pull the triangle back, band under, and then loop it on. So if you're doing the same peg that I am doing right now, you're not going to loop it over. You're going to stop at a certain point. So this last loop, you're going to stop here before you loop it up, okay? Now we go back to the bottom, and then we do it on this side. So we grab that band, and then what I like to do on this side, since I don't have to pull the triangle back, I like going into the peg, pulling the triangle back with the back of my hook, and then grabbing that band underneath and pulling it over. So grabbing the band underneath, pulling it over, grabbing the band underneath, pulling over. And then when you get up to that same peg, so if you see on this side, we stopped right here. So that's where we're going to stop on this side as well. So, and then we stop right there, and now we'll do the middle column. So the middle column is the easiest because you just go in here, you grab the band, and then you normally just loom. And this one, with the 2 side pegs, you had to pull the triangle back, but this one, you just go in between all the triangles, loop up in between all of the triangles, loop up, 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 and up. And now on this one, we don't stop up here like the other pegs. We stop right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to loop them up here. So first, we start from this side, and then we're going to grab the band. There's no triangles, just grab the band, go and pull it on this side, grab the middle band, pull it up, and then grab this band, pull it to the side. And then now you have it all loomed. And then now what you're going to do is you're going to grab a band, doesn't matter what band, and then you're going to put your hook in all of these bands, so then it's sticking out like that. And then you're going to grab your one band, put it onto the hook, hold it, loop it through, make sure it doesn't get caught on any other bands. You pull it on. You don't do slip knot. You keep it on your hook. I like sliding it up here. And then what you do is you just pull it off. And then so now you have this configuration, and then now we're going to work on the chain links. Okay, so now we're going to start here at the top. And what I like to do is I just start right at the top here. Just start right up here and then loop down. Remember, I'm doing a total of 9 chain links. And the link, or the band that we just looped onto the creation that we made, like the triple single, that's going to act as 1 chain link. So now we're going to bring our creation into play. So our beautiful creation here. Then the two ends that you put on here, pull it, and then you're going to take it off the loom. Never, ever pull it off the loom and just slide it off your fingers because it might break and then you might have to redo the whole creation. So now, since we have right here open, we're going to grab these, the same as the cat band, and then we pull these on here, and then we have it right here, so then it's hanging off the charm, and then we do it like a normal triple single. So let's loop these. So we'll loop these. Then when we get to the top, I also forgot to tell you we need a C-clip, but if you watch the single chain video, what I like to do is I like grabbing these two bands and then I like moving them to this middle peg. Make sure both of the loops are on there. And then now we're going to grab a C-clip, doesn't matter what color of C-clip. I'm using the clear ones, and you could use a G-clip, you could use an S-clip, you can use a C-clip, whatever you want to use. And then now, just like the single chain, you're going to put the C-clip onto this open spot. You're going to pull it off, and then now we have it like this. Remember last time on the single chain, we had it where we had to take that band and fold it. Well, this time we just are having the cat band because all the other bands are required, or not required, are attached to this cat band. So we have our single chain, or like our chain length on here, and then we just attach it on to the C-clip. And then now you have a beautiful triple single bracelet. You can share with your friends, your parents, whoever you would like to share it with. And it's awesome because you made it by hand. However you made it with other colors and stuff, you did it, and that's all that counts for friends. If you gave it to your friend and they hate it because of how it looks, just pretend, or just not pretend, say to them that I made it. So do you not care about who made it? But thanks for watching. Bye-bye, guys.